So today we're concluding the Jack Frost reviews and with Jack Frost 2 Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman, which is the sequel to the 1997 horror film that we watched that I reviewed yesterday. You can check out that review. I thought that film was bad, but also kind of funny bad because of the performances and especially from Scott McDonald's over the top performance as Jack Frost. Some of the kills were interesting, and movie overall was a ridiculous fun time in a way. It's not a good movie, but it was memorable in the same time. And also kind of like War of the Worlds. So I was kind of curious about this one, Jack Frost 2. And I gotta say, is without a doubt is a lot worse than the first one, but it's also kind of fun at the same time as well. It's still a funny bad movie, not as much as the first one, but it's still kind of enjoyable. It's kind of good laughs. Scott McDonald, I do think the acting in this is really bad. Scott McDonald is sometimes quite funny as Jack Frost. Sometimes he gets a little annoying and just tiresome the more he talks. I feel like trying to give it his all as the performance. I'm glad he's trying to have as much fun as he can with this role. I thought every single one of the characters were just flat, and the acting is just hilariously bad. And there was some noticeable ADR in the film at the beginning and during the credits with like two Asian actors. Clearly, you can see they're dubbed over before they all get killed by a giant carrot. So the act is, and some of the act, cause like I said, some of the acting is terrible, and some of I really felt like the act. I don't know if it was the direction, if it was intentional, or if they knew they were like in a bad movie, or they barely have talent. I don't know. If the acting is not very good. The special effects are very mediocre, especially even for 2000. Is not it is a These are very dated effects from like the ice spikes, and the snowball effects. The snow babies sometimes the effects on them look, while they kind of look cute and creepy. Sometimes the effects look awkward when it's like CGI ish, where you can tell that. Um, and I thought the idea of baby snowman, that was an interesting idea, and the way they get defeated and how they get killed, I actually thought was pretty fun, honestly. And also, speaking of fun, there were some very interesting kills that I thought was pretty hilarious, intentionally or not. One, like the three of them that comes to mind is like the one where there are the three like girls in the movie. They're talking about like Ben and like someone else, and like see who can date one. And then they kill one by one. The first to get killed, Jack Frost tried to kill her by throwing spikes at her, but it didn't work out so much so that he's like, you know what? I'm gonna Looney Tunes her, and that's what he did. She crushes her like one of like a anvil. Anvil is what it's called. She gets crushed by an anvil, and it's just hilarious. The body is gruesome, but the death is hilarious. The other two girls that get killed are kind of intense. Like one gets stabbed with spikes, and one that gets stabbed in the eye. It's a little horrific. Um, and another funny kill was like this dude was taking pictures of a woman in a red bikini, and Jack Frost is really into her and tries to get with her in a way where he becomes an cubes, and the woman grabs one of the ice and puts it on her body, and Jack Frost is in the mood for it. He enjoys it. But then Jack then he tries to find ways to kill her, but it work out. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna blow her up. And like as soon as it happened, I was like that was hilarious, and the effects on it looks doesn't look great. The dude dies kind of off screen. You see some pictures of him die, how he dies. Or you get like stabbed in the carrot in the eye with the carrot with this Jack's carrot. And another kill that I found kind of funny bad is there was some other kills like this woman gets like woman skateboarding gets drowned by after Jack Frost makes the turns all pool water into ice, and the other characters get killed at the end of the film. And oh yeah, the kill I was referring to is like the one where these two dudes are like talk like this one dude tells the other dude like to put a tongue in the, the pole, kind of like how in the Christmas story, and he does it, and but it gets stuck, of course, and he tries to call someone for help, and Jack Frost came to help by literally grabbing him and cuts off and rips his throat and like rips the tongue out of his mouth, which is kind of gruesome, but it's an awesome, interesting idea kill. I thought that was fun. And there was some decent kills, like when he blasted snowballs at people at the hotel party. There's like this big they're celebrating Christmas at like a hotel, and the party sequences were kind of nothing very exciting, although a little bit exciting with the music. But it's just okay. Um, I thought again the same character was just one dimensional. He can't stop thinking about Jack Frost. And at the beginning, some people kind of laugh at him at talking about Jack Frost. And then he teams up with other characters from like a lot of the surviving characters from the hotel to stop the Jack Frost and the baby Snowman. And the climax of the film is kind of laughably hilarious. Not surprisingly, like when they defeat the baby snowman, and the way Jack Frost gets defeated by Kane exploded, the smithereens and blood spraying all over the place. I thought that was a decent kill. It doesn't, of course, it doesn't fully kill him as we saw in the credits where where I guess I guess he kills the two Asian dudes at the boat. And there's also a post-credit scene where one of the characters gets stuck in the freezer and tries to call for help. But hey, she calls for help. But after that, it just zooms in on it like slowly with no dialogue at all. And I'm just like, okay, why do you need to like have it be a little bit longer with no dialogue? Like just cutting her out like, let me out would have been fine, but her saying like telling to let her out, and then later a few seconds later cut like slowly zoom in on it with no dialogue. Why did you need to do that? So yeah, overall this film is ridiculous and very dumb, but also kind of funny at the same time. It's one of those so bad is good movies, and if you like these kind of movies, movie might be for you. But I don't think is a. I don't know if a lot of people think it will be a great time, but hey, if if you want to see some terrible movies, if you like bad movies, this is for you. So let me know guys below your thoughts on Jack Frost 2 Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. So let me know guys below your thoughts on it. Oh, and by the way, one of the moments in the movie where I'm just like, you serious? Like there are some points where it cuts to like a sound effect like, "Meow." Like, if you get what I mean, if you see a movie, every time that sound effect comes in, I'm just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Can't believe they actually put that sound effect in the movie. Oh man, this movie, man, this movie. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this film, and peace out. Bye.